All right, everyone, it's your boy Fernie here, back with another new news of the day. This time for June the 8th of 2025. So once again, I picked some random articles there on the Google News website. Just going to showcase them one by one, almost in rapid fire, trying to keep this at least 10 minutes or less. So without further ado, let's go ahead and let's start the first article here. This one again has to do with the world of Las Vegas. So let's see what it says. All right. So this one is from casino.org. And once again, it highlights all of the fees that are happening there in Las Vegas. It says Flamingo's early check in fee stokes nickel and diming rage. A guest at the Flamingo was charged $60 for checking into the hotel 2 hours early. Wow. Looks like they checked in after 1 p.m. on May 31st, but the check-in wasn't until 3:30. The machine could accommodate, however, as long as he coughed up enough revenue, half the average weekend rate to do so. Let's see. It also says those other fees are happening. MGM Resorts now charges $25 for plate, silver, and napkins. I talked about that in the past. And then even CBS Evening News, it looks like, is stating Vegas nickel and diming has become a hot national issue, claiming it is no longer a bargain vacation. So interesting stuff. I've stayed at the Flamingo once, long time ago, not too long actually, maybe a couple of years back, and it didn't impact me. I didn't even know if they had it back then for early check-in, like in terms of fees, because I always check in after the time period. But I had a nice experience there. There was no issues. But there's the message that it says there. Standard check-in is 3:30 p.m. Would you like to check in early for a charge of $60? Yes, check in now. No, I will wait. I don't know about you, but I'll always hit wait, even if I'm there early. Plenty of stuff to do in Las Vegas in and around the area without having to worry about checking in early. Social media explodes. Says, I've been a Caesars Rewards loyalist for years, but these dollar grabs are stripping away even the small perks. It's starting to tarnish the brand. Oh, it looks like the Flamingo responded. It said, we offer guests the opportunity to guarantee early check-in via paid upgrade. The upgrade costs associated with an early check-in guarantee varies based on availability. So it looks like the cost changes based on availability. So lesser number of rooms available, the higher the cost. Is that it? Either way, though, I think it's a pretty easy turnaround. Just don't check in early unless you absolutely positively have to. Otherwise, just roam around, go eat somewhere. I don't know, go see a display, something like that. Next one has to do with a report from the Hollywood Reporter. And it says here that Paramount plans immersive Top Gun experience once again there in Las Vegas. So those of you that are fans of the Top Gun movies, then you'll have a chance to enjoy, apparently, a very, very large, how did I take this away? There we go. A very, very large store, if you could call it that, or museum or something that's displayed too. It looks like that's a representation of it. I have not seen any of the Top Gun movies. Shame on me, I guess, right? But it just doesn't interest me. But those of you that are fans of Top Gun, this is your chance. Paramount Global wants to take Las Vegas visitors to the danger zone. They are partnering with Advent Allen Entertainment to create and launch a fully immersive experience. Details remain classified for now, but they promise a combination of rides, storytelling, advanced technology, and of course, jet simulators. How's that going to happen, right? Company also planning to recreate the hard deck bar, whatever that is, promising live piano sing-alongs. Now the question though is, are they going to have Tom Cruise within the actual experience, like in some way? Obviously he's not going to be there in person, but what I mean is he going to have a display? Is he going to have his image around that area? Are they going to have him do visual check-ins, intros, stuff like that? Doesn't look like it says here. Well, whatever happens, I know it's going to do very, very well because there's a lot of Top Gun fans out there. Any of you out there big fans as well? Anybody planning on go seeing this experience once it opens up in Las Vegas? If so, please let me know. Next one here, is for all you McDonald's fans. I'm a McDonald's fan. I like McDonald's. Good food. McDonald's is bringing back a fan favorite next month that was discontinued years ago. This is from the BaltimoreBanner.com. I'm reading this for the first time, so let's see what it is. If McDonald's ever doubted I need to bring back the snack wrap, consider this. 9 years after the food powerhouse discontinued, customers have continued toward the drive-thru. Certain drive-thrus. They announced a new version of the snack wrap, which will start on July 10th. So that's it. It's the snack wrap. I've had it once, long time ago. This one truly a long time ago. Wasn't too much of a big fan of it, so I didn't really order it again. But if they're bringing it back after a good while, it looks like there are fans of it. So it's just a tortilla with chicken, lettuce, shredded cheese, and sauce. I don't like really the tortillas there. I just remember they're not being the kind that I usually like. Lettuce, shredded cheese, and sauce. I don't like any of those. It would just be the chicken. So this would be a pass for me. A change.org petition asked McDonald's to bring back the snack. A change.org petition asking McDonald's to bring back the snack wrap had nearly 19,000 signatures. Wow. It looks like a video about the snack wrap in Ireland racked up 1.4 million views. And McDonald's says, we listen to our fans, and the snack wrap's return is a testament to that. All right. So that's the news. So if you're a fan of the snack wrap, you're in luck. It's coming back to McDonald's. I'm not. So it's just going to be another day for me there at McDonald's. But I definitely am a fan of the nuggets there. Really, really good nuggets. And of course, the fries. This next one is a bit of business news. Comes from Boston.com. Michaels completes acquisition of Joann's intellectual property and fan favorite labels. I know some people that are fans of Joann's, so this is interesting to bring up. They had filed bankruptcy 1 month ago, Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection. All their stores were essentially being closed out. But it looks like Joann's found a new home, Michaels. They purchased Joann's intellectual property and private label brands. So what's going to happen to the stores? Let's see. Joann had grown into a destination for generations of sewers, quilters, knitters, and lovers for more than 80 years. And now so it's going back out of business in February. The intellectual property included the acquisition of the Big Twist yarns. They're now being included in part of Michael's portfolio. And it's adding 600 new products from new and existing brands. That's it. Looks like no indication about those stores. So the stores themselves, the Joann stores, really are going bye-bye. And instead, it looks like the Michaels, the stores there, are adding a bunch of the properties, a bunch of the products that Joann's had. So if you're a big Joann's fan, then you're in luck. You're going to definitely have that opportunity to enjoy a lot of the stuff there now at Michael's. Last one here has to do with the recently released Nintendo Switch 2. Let's see what it says. This is from Tweaktown. It says Nintendo Switch 2 sales shatter records, most sold console in a 24-hour period. It's purportedly being the record for the most sold console and is on track to shatter the 2-month record. Nintendo Switch 2 sold 3 million units within the past 24 hours. Wow. Kudos to them. How much is each one? How much was it? $200? What was the price? Let's see if it says here. Oh, it doesn't. Well, here's one as an example. Oh, it's over $300. Wow. So imagine that. 3 million units, $300, $900 million in one day. Not bad, right? Why was there so much demand? Like, why were so many people wanting it? To me, it looks the same like Switch 1. Like, it doesn't really have too much difference, really. It's like upgrading from the NES to the Super Nintendo. That is a big switch. That is a big change. And then upgrading to the N64, remarkable change, night and day difference. But Switch 1 to Switch 2 kind of seems the same to me, no? Nintendo has completely swept the competition by tripling their previous record. And it looks like it's going to be an all-time record for 2 months, which is 4.5 million, and that could break it. In a week, in 1 week, 4.5 million. Wow. It is the most well-stocked console launch of all time. Remember when Furukawa said the answer to combat scalping was more units? Ding, 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 ding. That makes sense. That's why Nintendo's always number one. Like, they know quality, they know customers, they know that they have to keep things in stock. Otherwise, their customers will be mad if everything gets bought up by scalpers, and then they have to pay ridiculous pricing for anything else. So they definitely paced this out. Kudos to them. That's it. Anybody have a Switch 2? Anyone got one recently? Let me know. All right, everyone. Thanks again as always. Take care.